Okay, good morning, students. So, in today's class, let us discuss about arithmetic progressions. So, what is a progression? So, before going to explain this arithmetic progression, let us learn about some of the concepts behind this arithmetic progression. So, first let us see some of the pattern what I have taken. Here I have taken 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and 11. So these numbers are arranged in a definite order. See, I added 2, 1, it becomes 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 7, and similarly 7 plus 2 is 9, 9 plus 2 is 11. So this pattern is called a sequence. So what is a sequence? A sequence is a list of numbers that are arranged in a definite order, or a rule is called a sequence. So this pattern is called a sequence because all these numbers are arranged in a definite order. That's why it is called a sequence. So sequence is nothing but a list of numbers that are arranged in a definite order in a particular rule is called a sequence. So then what do we call this 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and 11 are? So this 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9, 11 are called terms of the sequence. These are all called terms. So terms means the numbers which are present in the sequence are called terms of the sequence. So in example, so already I said 1, 3, 5 etc. are the terms of the sequence. So in this sequence, the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and 11 are the terms of the sequence. Now let us move to next definition. What is a progression? So those sequence whose terms always follow a certain pattern are called progressions. So in a sequence, already we know that a list of numbers that are arranged in definite order is called a sequence. Suppose if a sequence follows a particular order, then it is called a progression. So suppose let us take 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is called a progression because 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8, 8 plus 2 is 10. So this is called a progression because these numbers are arranged in a definite order, that is called sequence. So if any sequence which follows a particular order, certain pattern, then it is called a progression. Next, let us move to arithmetic progression. So an arithmetic progression is the list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed term to the preceding term except the first term. So I will take this example only. So we will leave this first term, that is 1. So let us leave this first term, and for each term we have to here we have to add a fixed number. So we have to add a fixed number. So we have to fix one number. So that we have to add one fixed number, and we have to, by adding the same number, we will get a sequence. See here what happens. Now 1 is there, I will add 2, now it becomes 3. For 3 I will add 2, now it becomes 5. Similarly, so for 5 I will add 2, then becomes 7. So here I added a common number which is nothing but 2. So while adding the common number, I got a arithmetic progression. So what is an arithmetic progression? So arithmetic progression is nothing but it is a list of numbers. See here, arithmetic progression is a list of numbers in which the terms are obtained by adding a fixed term to the preceding term except the first term. So you leave the first term and you add a constant term to the preceding number, then you will get an arithmetic progression. So 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 7. So you have to take a common number and you have to add the common number for all the terms. So here the common difference is 2 between the terms because 1 plus 2. So here 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, and 5 plus 2 is 7. So the common number is 2, which is called common difference. So common difference means the difference between the numbers. So you subtract 7 minus 5 is 2, and 5 minus 3 is 2, 3 minus 1 is 2. So the common difference here, so the common difference is represented by D. So D is the common difference which represents the difference between the terms. I hope you understood this concept. So I will repeat once again. A sequence is nothing but list of numbers which are arranged in a definite order or rule is called a sequence. So if a sequence follows a particular pattern, then it is called a progression. So an arithmetic progression is nothing but, so except the first term, if you add a constant term to the next numbers, then you will get a arithmetic progression. Okay, here what happens, the common difference is represented by d. D is the common difference between the terms. So in general, let us write all the terms which are there in the progression as a1 and a2, a3, a4, a5, a6, etc. are the terms of the sequence. Here in this terms etc. So it is nothing but infinite sequence. If you put dots like this, it is called infinite sequence. So here in this progression, a1, a2, a3, a4, a5, a6, etc. Infinite sequences are there. So in this infinite sequence, so a1 is called first term, a2 is called second term, and a3 is called third term, a4 is called fourth term, a5 is called fifth term, and a6 is called sixth term of the sequence. So that's why it is mentioned like this, and etc. So for nth term, similarly, if you write like this, if an is there, then it is called nth term of the progression. So the nth term of the progression is nothing but an. So an represents the nth term of the progression. Okay, I will move to the general form of an AP. So how to get the general form of an AP? So first let us consider an arithmetic progression 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, etc. So this is an infinite sequence. So I will consider this infinite sequence now. Now what happens? The first term is 2. So the first term is 2, then it is represented by a1. If the second term is a2, there is something but 4. So which is something but 4. So this a1 can be written as a1 is equal to 2, and this can be written as a plus 0d. I have written this as a plus 0d because 0 into d is 0, 0 plus a is a itself. Again I will write this a as it is, plus, and 0 as 1 minus 1 into d. So students, I will explain once again. a1 is equal to 2. I will write this as a plus 0 into d, a plus 0d. So 0 into d is 0. So 0 plus a is a itself. Now what happens? This is 0 plus d. So that is equal to a plus 1 minus 1 into d. So 0 can be written as 1 minus 1 into d. Similarly, I will take the second term. Second term is a2. a2 is equal to 4. So here what happens? I will write a1. a1 is nothing but the first term. First term is nothing but 2. 2 plus 2. So a1 is nothing but 2. 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 becomes 4. So a1 is nothing but, generally a1 is nothing but a. So a1 is nothing but a plus d. a plus d is equal to a plus d can be written as 1d. This is nothing but 1d. 1d can be written as 2 minus 1 into d. Okay. So I will explain once again. a2 is nothing but 4. So this 4. Second term is 4. So this can be written as a1 plus 2. a1 is 2. Again 2 is added. So a1 is nothing but again 2 plus 2, that is equal to 4. Again a can be written as a plus d. So again this can be written as a plus 2 minus 1 into d. Similarly, a3 can be written as, the third term is 6. So third term can be written as 2 plus 4. So 2 is the first term, that is nothing but a. Again 4 can be written as 2 into 2. That is equal to a plus 2 into, this 2 is nothing but the common difference, d. So common difference is, this 2 is nothing but this 2 is there now. So this is d. So that is equal to a remains as it is, a plus 2 can be written as 3 minus 1 into d. Again the fourth term is 8. 8 can be written as 2 plus 6. Then 2 is nothing but a. A is nothing but the first term. First term is 2. Here the first term is 2. Here the first term is 2. So a is the first term, plus I will write 6 as 3 to the 6. Again this can be written as a plus 3 into 3 as it is. 2 is nothing but the difference. So what difference? Here in this progression, 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8, 8 plus 2 is 10. So difference is 2. So in the place of